Hey everybody, this is Drew Preston with College Gamer today, here to play LockOn Flaming Cliffs 2. It's a sequel to the original LockOn Combat Flight Simulator, which was released in around 2003. This came out in about 2010, I believe, so graphics are fairly decent for that time. Um, Today we'll be flying a campaign mission in the MiG-29 aircraft. Um, to demonstrate how sick this game is, it's one of my favorites after I dug it up out of my box of computer games in my attic recently, so I hope you enjoy as much as I do. Now here we are in the cockpit. Pardon me. Um, so yes, like I said, we're here in the cockpit. We here's the plane outside. Like I said, 2010 graphics for the planes aren't too bad. Um, yeah, like I said, the graphics aren't too bad for planes. For buildings and ground vehicles, they could be a little bit better, but the main focus of this game is air combat. So I mean, I don't blame them for not putting more effort into the ground objects. Now this is not a casual flight simulator like Ace Combat. You actually have to follow all the rules and procedures of actual flying. Like right before I just took off, I had to contact the control tower to ensure I was ready for a takeoff, which I was. Put the flaps down. I don't know why they do that actually. I just know that it does something to help lift the airplane when you're taking off. I don't know. But I use the afterburners when taking off to achieve maximum speed. Now I'm going to turn those off when I get into the air because using them for extended periods of time is going to deplete my fuel dramatically. So we're just going to stay at the top speed as I can, the highest speed I can go without using the afterburners after this. Conserve my fuel right here. We're going to go put my wingman in a trail formation because if I put him in a line abreast formation, which is right next to me, if I were to do a barrel roll or something, this happened to me once. Did a barrel roll and he rolled right on top of my aircraft and we both slammed into each other. Um, that was not fun. And there is a respawn feature. You can toggle on and off in the options menu, but I prefer to keep it off just to keep the realism on. And you can also, scroll through different views of the planes, like there was that flyby view a second ago. Um, Now, if you see that black and green screen in the bottom right corner of the cockpit, that's going to show my waypoint I need to waypoints I need to visit to complete the mission. That's where I'm going to find enemies. Any vehicle with a red marking in the center with their information is going to be an ally of mine, Russian Federation, and anything with a blue is going to be Turkish or Georgian, which is an enemy. Now, getting to the waypoint where the enemies are located does take a while. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a fast forward feature in this game that I know of. If someone does watch this and knows of a fast forward feature, please let me know in the comments because it would really save me the time of traveling from point A to point B. Even in a plane like this, it still takes at least 9 or 10 minutes to get there. I mean, I could make it faster with the afterburners on, but that's going to deplete my fuel, and I won't have enough fuel to get back to the airport. So, actually, I forgot. I made a mistake in my wingman's loadout. I gave him two of the long-range missiles instead of the two medium-range, which I guess is all right. But I'm really OCD about all my aircraft, having the same loadout as one another. But I guess I forgot to do it this mission. But this ended up being a really good mission, even though I did die. I took out probably at least 3 or 4 planes, me and my wingman combined together. Uh, and considering that dogfighting has really gone out of practice in the world of military aviation in the past 50 years, the amount of dogfighting that took place, including aerial maneuvers and whatnot, in what's going to transpire in about 7 minutes or so is it's pretty breathtaking. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And I'm sure the viewer will as well. But again, since it takes about 7 minutes to get down to where we're going, I'm estimating 7 minutes. Uh, it's going to take a while before any of that happens, but it's worth the wait. So sit back and Make yourselves comfortable. Go grab a soda. Go get some popcorn or something. I don't care. Um, the cockpit views are also really nice. Well, I mean, there's some like low resolution. You see like that little brown tube on the top left part of the dashboard thingy. Yeah, it looks like it's just part of a image like cut out in Microsoft Paint or something and pasted onto the panel. But everything else looks pretty nice. And I've toggled the heads-up display settings to be displayed in Russian text. You can go back to English text, but for the authenticity purposes, I've made it into Cyrillic Russian text. Now I'm going to turn on my afterburners again, just for the purpose of this video. So I can get there faster, so I won't have to keep you waiting for too long. And again, even with afterburners, it's going to take a while to get there, but it is much faster, let me assure you. I'm going to scroll through the enemies there to see where... Well, I didn't stay on that screen long enough to see where the enemies were actually going to be, but estimate, I don't know where exactly they're going to be, but you can look at their coordinates on the bottom and compare them to your own. So I know that they're going to be somewhere probably straight ahead, anywhere in front of me within this 180-degree field of vision, I'd say. Now we're going to turn off my afterburners again to conserve fuel, because I want enough fuel to get back home. So you have to land to complete the mission, which is also fairly challenging. Sooner or later, my oh yeah, my wingman is. I'm going to tell my wingman to turn on the radar and electronic countermeasures, so the radar can pick up any enemy aircraft that we see. And electronic countermeasures does something like scramble its ground radar or something technical like that. I think I said I included two medium range missiles, but I think I might have actually included the 6 short range missiles instead, because if you look, the ones on the inner sides of the wings don't look like they are designed for longer ranges. So, but in the future missions, I began to use 2 medium range missiles and 4 short range missiles. That's another complaint I have about this aircraft is there's not enough hard points to put a vast amount of weapons on your aircraft. There's only 3 kinds of missiles. We have a bunch of different variants of those missiles, but there's no like really long range missiles that you can use, which I would like to use, like the MiG-31 uses them. That's also another thing. There's only so many aircraft you can fly. You can fly A-10 and SU-25, which are ground attack aircraft. You have the SU-27, SU-33, F-15 Eagle, and MiG-29, which is what I'm flying. Those are more fighter jets. They're the easier ones to use. When you're using a ground attack aircraft, I would have to watch these tutorials on it all over again. It's a really complex process, doing bombing runs. And, oh my god, you have to be the best multitasker in the world to be able to use laser-guided missiles. You have to keep your plane flying while you're also keeping the target reticle on your target on the ground. Anyways, back to the game. Now that I'm getting out of the mountains, I can see that those enemy planes they didn't look like they were in the mountains either, so they must be getting close. Now we're gonna go up high here to come down from the top so that we can have a speed advantage over them when we actually do encounter them. Because, diving back down to Earth with the afterburners on is going to, probably going to be able to outrun them. Not outmaneuver them. You can outrun anything they probably shoot at us. Now here, we actually just came in contact with 2 F5s, I believe. You see here, the 2 blue pips on the screen right there are the 2 enemies. So we're going to go ahead and switch to this. Well, we'll see if I switch to... Or first we're going to go ahead and tell my wingman to engage the bandits. I feel like I should have told them to cover me, because I'd rather have gone in 2-on-2 instead of 1-on-2, and then another person 1-on-2 somewhere else. But so now we're getting in close to firing range, so we're gonna go ahead and switch to our missiles. That was not my missile that I shot, that was my wingman's. But now we are not far away from the pretty kick-ass combat that we're gonna see. I think at least. That was a missile that I launched there, AA-11. Now we're going to start using flares to disrupt any infrared missiles that they might shoot at us. Now I think one missile hit, and this missile hits, I believe, right here. There we go. That was probably one of my, I'd say, the most epic shot. And you see on the black and green screen, those are the little green triangles. Those are the enemies, so I'm gonna have to be sure I'm always coming from behind them. That's the best way to get them, in my opinion. You know, 'cause with my engines, I can definitely outrun them and catch up to them, and engage them with the cannon, which I should have done sometime in this combat scenario, but I didn't. There's another missile that I launched. We're gonna see. I believe it hits it. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, this is where I should have used my cannon. But if I had stayed on that, switched to my cannon too long, I probably would have crashed into the ground, so I went ahead and pulled up. Unfortunately, there's 2 other MiG-29s on this map, and they're just doing patrols or something, so they don't come and help me, which would have been really useful. I really would have appreciated their help if they chose to stay about their business. There's a total of 6 enemies, I believe, on the map, and we've taken out 2 of them so far, I think. Now, even if you aren't, if you do not have an internet connection, you can still face quite a challenge playing this game, because the AI is excellent in this game. It's very, very clever, very easy to get beaten by it. Then again, I was just playing against average AI in this campaign mission, so it's somewhat easy. This is a nice kill right here. I get in under 5 kilometers and launch a missile. There we go. Now just as I brought him down, there's 2 more. I think they're F4s that are over there that we're going to have to take care of. Well, actually, no, those are 2 more F5s, my bad. But I think these are the ones that end up killing me and my wingman in the end. I don't know what killed, actually no, I do know what killed me, but I think the F4s, there's the plane that I shot down, it just exploded. I think the F4s had some kind of like extra long range missiles mounted on them, because I think I was killed from behind. And I was able to get a missile off and hit 1 other enemy aircraft before I was hit, just in time too. But unfortunately, I didn't have the, I was missing a wing after I ended up getting killed, and wasn't able to, oh, and there's my wingman, by the way, he's plummeting to earth. Oh yeah, there's 2 F4s behind me, I think. So we're going to sweep down and see if I can engage them. Oh yeah, also when you're like at a really high speed and you try a really tight turn, you know, the G-force effects really come into play. You start blacking out and the screen becomes difficult to see, so you're gonna need to level out again. Fortunately, I don't think that happened here. Oh, and there's this, one of these missiles barely misses me. This one right here, you see me go right past my plane. I'm using flares to distract me. Barely hit me right there. Yeah, so here's a missile at 12 o'clock high, which is on the top of my screen. It's going to kill me right here, but I end up getting a missile off here. Right there. And then I get shot in the back and lose all my flight controls, heads-up display, and I'll zoom out in a second. Right here I do end up hitting him though, but he hit me as well, so I'm going to go ahead and eject, because deaths do contribute to your logbook, and you don't really want a lot of those in your logbook. It decreases your score. Um, so if you eject, it helps. Now that's my plane going down. The one you saw before that was the enemy plane I think I shot down. Nevertheless, it was a good run. I think it was at least. But one of my best runs at least. It was definitely the most action-packed that I've done. And there were just two more enemies left too. That's another problem. Like I said, I can't carry more than 6 weapons. If I could carry 8, I would definitely have a better chance of taking out all of them. And maybe if I had some more wingmen, I just got the one, that would also help. But what can you do? It is nice because the entire campaign map is the entire Black Sea, so you have quite an area to work with. Yeah, so this is the entire log, I'd say, of everything that happened. I'm not gonna go through all the details, but let's see, I took out one, two, yeah, I took out two F4s, and I was down by, yeah, down by an F5. Um, but all in all, I got this game for around $20, I think, and there's so much you can do with the array of this campaign map. Of the expanse of this campaign map, I should say. There's so much you can do. It's totally worth $20. So if you can get your hands on a copy, definitely do so. Now, this has been Drew Preston with College Gamer. You guys have a good day, and thanks for watching me play LockOn Flaming Cliffs 2.